Hi, I'm Matthew Syzdek, and I'm the president for the Minnesota Psychological Association. I wanted to give a member update so you know what MPA has been up to these past few months and what we'll be doing in the months ahead. First off, many of us gathered together this summer at the Great Minnesota Get Together to be part of NAMI's Mental Health Day, and that was a great opportunity to reach the public. In addition, we also joined NAMI for their annual walk, and many psychologists joined together and raised funds to support our patients through NAMI. Another way that MPA is working to improve things is we are actually doing some updates to our website and to our database, which may not sound interesting to you as members, but actually should be really useful for you because we will hopefully have a more efficient and easier process for registering, renewing membership, interacting with MPA, locating information on our website, and especially we hope to have a better system for managing your continuing education credits as well. And this will also be good for the organization in terms of being a better steward of our resources, which allows us to use our funds for other things. MPA has been very active in advocacy this past year. We've been closely following the red flag laws and provided multiple educational opportunities for our members. In addition, we've been monitoring the medical debt law that was recently passed, and we've been working with legislators around proposing some legislative changes to that law to help protect small and group practices from having to potentially bear the debt of our patients who may not be paying their bills. So we're doing our best. We have also been partnering with legislators, and we recently awarded Representative Rayer from the Eagan and Southeastern metro area for her advocacy for mental health and also her advocacy for psychology and psychologists. And we hope to partner with representatives such as Representative Rayer and others in advancing our legislative goals. In addition, we also have been updating members about some recent changes in PMAPs, such as like UCare and Optum, who are being required by federal law to have psychologists such as yourself, if you are accepting PMAPs, to register with MHCP. Please check your email if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, but we've been monitoring that situation closely. In addition, throughout the year, we've been monitoring the situation with Change Healthcare, HAC, and all the associated billing challenges that our members have been facing. And we've been doing our best to provide more accurate information to our members and give a forum for members to share how they've been dealing with it and what strategies they've learned to manage the situation. To further your growth and development, MPA is going through the reaccreditation process, so we continue to offer you APA approved credits. In addition to the red flag law lunch and learns, we've also been doing a lot of First Friday forums. I want to talk about a few coming up that I think will be really important. One of our premier continuing education events is coming up on Friday, November 1st, which is the Minnesota Multicultural Summit. We are lucky to have Cynthia de las Fuentes, the president for the American Psychological Association, speaking about the history of multiculturalism in psychology. We'll also have a talk on gender health and gender affirming care that I'm really looking forward to. In addition, we have our very own Dr. Kay Slama speaking on multiculturalism as it relates to rural health. I know myself, I interact with a lot more rural patients now due to telehealth, and so I think it's a really important competency. In addition, we get to hear from our very own Dr. Bravada Garrett Akinsanya speaking on Never Gonna Break My Faith, Psychology's Role in Promoting Social Justice, Healing, and Hope. I'm really looking forward to that talk. I'm sure many of us will be very inspired. We also have a talk coming up on Friday, November 8th on psychologists and coaching. Many psychologists have been interested in adding coaching to their practice in order to serve the public better. And so we'll be talking about what that looks like and kind of practice and ethical considerations as psychologists providing coaching. We also are lucky to have our very own Dr. Jill Fish speaking on centering Indigenous joy in healing praxis on a lunch and learn on Thursday, November 21st. And then finally, I encourage you, if you are a member of MPA and you haven't become involved before, to consider running for a general counsel position. This is not a big time commitment, but it's an opportunity to give back to fellow psychologists, also be able to contribute to the practice of psychology in Minnesota. And, it's a great way also to network and expand your professional network so that it's not so limited or isolated perhaps to your organization or your current consultation group, but to be connecting more broadly across the state. And then finally, we have an opportunity for any psychologist who has an area of expertise to share that expertise with your colleagues by presenting at perhaps a First Friday Forum or a Lunch and Learn. We have our call for proposals out. We've increased our honorarium to $500 for First Friday Forums. Anybody who is growing or building a practice, this is a great opportunity to share about your area of expertise. As well, if you're part of a large system and you have an area of expertise, we'd love to hear you share that expertise with the rest of the state. So that's a quick update on the Minnesota Psychological Association. Feel free to reach out to me or your colleagues or info@minpsych.org website or email. We'd love to hear from you. Take care and have a nice fall.